Dear friends, welcome back with another machine on the Van Hub, which is Silky CTF1. The link will be put into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine. One of the most important aspects with this machine would be word list generation. So then we can use this word list for brute forcing. And there will be different ways to generate word lists, such as crunch. Some other guys used this way to do this machine. However, from my point of view, Python would be much better option than the crunch. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So enough talk, let's just get started. We can switch over to Kali Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. The utility I'd like to use, as always, would be netdiscover. As you can see over here, the IP address of the target could be recognized as 202. So what should we do next? We need to do port and self scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already completed before. So for now, we just get out its result. As you can see over here, I used the options like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, followed by the -p dash to do the full range port scan. The last option for all is ON to output the result into this file. As you can notice here, the IP address has been changed from the first time when I did the machine. So from the Nmap scanning results, we can tell that the target has two open port numbers. The first one is 22, which is running SSH service or secure shell service, and also its corresponding version information, including the exact version number. This version, although it's not very updated, I don't think we can find any vulnerability. And the second one is 80, which is running HTTP service, and also the service information, Apache 2. And also by its default script scanning, we know that the target has robots file which contains one disallowed entry. Afterwards, we need to check it out manually by the browser. So now it's time to, walk through and emulate the web application both manually and automatically. Let's fire up the browser of Firefox and put the IP address of the target into the address bar. And as you can see, we got the page back. So Apache 2, a Debian default page, and we can scroll down. Yeah, this machine is CTF-like machine, so we must be very careful. Otherwise, we will miss something important, very important. Even we cannot get our, destination. And we can scroll down, but nothing here. And as usual, we need to view page source. And scroll down. Nothing here. However, hold on, guys. At the header part, you can notice here, this is very, unusual. The script. This should be the JavaScript. So we can open up in new tab and just give us very, this information. One word, Silky, we can copy and we can put over here. Okay, so now we need to do more emulation, such as to access the robots file. And here we got one entry, notes, and we can access this file. And here there's some information, but we don't know what is what is the language. Okay, we can copy and use Google to translate it. And we can paste in here. I really need to move the password from the site. After all, the last two characters are missing. So we can copy. This is very important information left by the author. So I think maybe the password consists of this part and the two other characters. Of course, at this moment, we do not know the type of a character, maybe lowercase, alphabet or uppercase alphabet or digit or special characters or symbols. Okay, but anyway, we have already got this very important knowledge. Before we try to create the word list, I'd like to do more enumeration automatically by different utilities like Nigato. And Nigato can give us information about the web application from different aspects like the banner information, the request header information, also some common files or directories can be enumerated out. But, in this case, we cannot get anything important from Nigato. So next we can launch the GoBuster to do the directory enumeration, and we can use the U option to specify the URL. And we can use the W option to specify the word list. I always use GoBuster word list, right? And we can use the X option to specify the extension option. Press enter. And although the GoBuster like Nigato can discover like the files like nodes and nobots, however, we have already found such information earlier. And I don't think we can find anything else beyond these two files. To save time of this video, I'd like to stop the GoBuster. So I think we have already done almost everything what we can, and we got something important, especially this information. This should be the hint left by author to generate the word list. Of course, we can use the crunch utility, and as we know now, the length of the password should be 7, and we can use this way to generate the word list. However, because we don't know, maybe we can use the main crunch. We can use some wildcard to represent different type of character. Okay, for example, this one, the enter will insert lowercase characters, and the comma will insert uppercase characters. Of course, we can use the crunch. For example, we can use the how to do. For example, we can use the first compilation at enter and create the word list. And we try to the second compilation. So we need to try to combine the complete compilations of the wildcards, right? So this, just I said at the very beginning, of course we can use the crunch to create word list, but for me, I think the Python would be much better choice. Okay, so now I'd like to showcase this way. We can remove the word list, and now we can open up the PyCharm to generate the code, generate the Python code. Okay, we need to import. We can create the file like the Word, and the module, only one module which is required to be imported would be string, import string. And if you don't know about this, we can use this way: Python import string, and the string we can get a different set of the characters like this one, letters. So all lowercase and uppercase characters or alphabets, and also we can get the digits, and also we can get, and this one is what we want. This would be the entire set of the characters. Okay, so now we can open, for example, we can name this file to word list, and the mode would be append. Okay, and we can make 2 layers loop for I in string printable, and also for J in string printable. And then word should be, we can copy the first part or the full part of the password. And then we can plus to I, and we can plus to J, and then we can, so what I'm doing, J, okay, and then, oh, sorry, I forgot this semicolon, and then we can write, and we can use this way. So what's the problem here? Word and the separator. Okay, and when it's done, we can print some message like the word list has been created. Okay, so I think this should be good to go, and let's run it. So for I printable, let me make a check. Word okay, now let's run it to see whether we have error or not. We can Python word. So the word list has been created successfully, and there are 10,200 words in total. We can get or retrieve the first 10 words from this word list. All right, so now, and we assume that the username should be Silky. Also, when we start up the Talking Machine, we can get the username, right? So now we can use Hydra Silky, and we can use uppercase P to specify the word list, and SSH. Okay, press enter. Because this word list is a bit big, and this will take us more than 1 hour to crack. To save time of this video, I will not wait. I just quit from this Hydra. So now I assume that we have already retrieved the valid combinations of username and password. So then we can SSH to the target, and Silky. Yes, Silky. We can copy, not Silky. We should copy this part. And the pound sign and 5. As you can see, we are logged in as user Silky. So next we need to do some local enumeration. For example, we need to check whether this user can run sudo, and it cannot. And we can go to the home directory, just one normal user here. And also we can check its kernel. Kernel is outdated, but in this video I will not take the kernel exploit. Okay. Next we can go to OPT. Nothing there. var. Go to backups. Not there. Not there. www directory. Go to HTML directory. All right, not there. So now I'd like to upload the Nimpier shell script to the, maybe I can close up the PyCharm to save the resource. And then we can copy, maybe I've already got the Nimpier shell script ready. So now in order to upload this file to the target, we can set up the web server by Python 3 to be specific. Now we can use wget to upload this fantastic script to do the automatic enumeration. And we need to make it executable, and then we can run it. As you know, Nimpier shell script can enumerate the target machine from various aspects, such as the binaries with SUID bit, binaries with capabilities, cron job, the local exploit. So rich information can be retrieved by this script. It's done. Then we can scroll up. Capabilities. SUID, as you can notice here, this is unknown SUID binary. We can run it. Sky. And we can copy because I cannot understand. We can translate this sentence. Silk is an blah blah blah. It's obtained from the cocoons of the silkworm. Useless. So I think because the sky has SUID bit, so next we need to, manipulate this binary. And to manipulate, we need to know what's going on at the background. Okay. And the utility I'd like to use is strings. This can print out all readable characters. Okay, and you can take a look at the output. It looks like the command "who am I" is executed by this, binary. So I think we need to manipulate, because the who am I is not in the form of absolute pass. In other words, we can manipulate this who am I, or generate our own who am I. So how to do? We can echo. And in this case, we cannot use the bash. We should use the shell, otherwise we cannot work. And who am I? Who am I? And we need to change mode to make it executable. And also we need to change the environmental pass variable, pass. And then we can run it. As you can see, we are successful in escalating privilege. So then we can navigate to root directory to grab the final flag. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.